Good to see you again. It's August 24th, and it's actually my father's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. I don't know if you ever watch these, but I know you are subscribed. So happy birthday. Okay, this is just going to be a little, I guess we just call this a family story. I saw my family yesterday. I squeezed that in, even though we have 7 days to get out of here. But I'm really happy that I did, because I'm finding out that my dad is actually very good at red pilling people. I think that some of my aunts were waking up anyway, but they needed the articles to point them in the correct direction, as well as contradicting information. Long story short, it seems like they're open to being red pilled. I do believe one of them already is. The other one is, but she can't get past her hatred for Trump, or how she feels about Trump, or what she's read about Trump. And she said she has a problem with Mike Pence specifically. And I told her, Mike Pence is actually a really good guy. We've been talking earlier about not holding people's histories against them. And I told her, I said, maybe Mike Pence had a different idea about gay people and gay marriage 10 years ago, but as you said, are we holding his history against him, or can people change? I mean, 10 years ago, where were you? Who were you? What were you interested in? What have you learned in 10 years? I bet a lot. Mike Pence is a good dude. I think he was a great choice for a vice president because he always has the president's back. And that's what. So I asked my aunt, what is it about Trump or Pence that you don't like? And again, she mentioned Pence, and she mentioned gay marriage and him being conservative and trying to, like, not shock people into not being gay anymore, but and not put them in camps, because that's what my other friend thought, which is terrible. And we would never let that happen. She was so upset. She literally believed that that's what was going to happen to her. She was frightened. She was crying. It's horrible that the media would convince anybody that that is your future if you vote for this person. No wonder she was so terrified. And also, no wonder you're not our friend anymore. I understand how you think and feel about Trump supporters. That makes sense to me based on what you know. And maybe you'll see this someday, and maybe you'll be friends with Mike again, because he misses you. You guys had a lot in common, so you know who you are. Eventually you'll see this. Sorry guys, switched hands again. Tripod's coming. So my aunt is not a fan of Pence. And I told her, don't hold his history against him. And I also told her that Richard Grenell said he was a really good man. I'm paraphrasing, but Grenell had to defend Pence a lot. And I'm going to try to find like a speech or a paragraph or something that Grenell said about Pence, because I want my aunt to see that. And I want other people to see that if they are feeling apprehensive about voting for Donald Trump because of Mike Pence. So if you have a link to a good video, let me know, because I am on the lookout for it. And if I find one first, I will post it here for you. So I want her to listen to Richard Grenell. And I am so happy, so happy. Richard Grenell will be speaking on Wednesday night. Well, I don't know if it's night, but Wednesday at the RNC convention. I am thrilled. How much I love William Barr is about how much I love Richard Grenell and what he has done in the very short period of time, what he had done to clean up the FBI and to get this investigation into Obamagate and Russiagate started. No matter how hard Barr might try to move things along, you really can't do that when you hit roadblocks in the FBI, you know? You have to have a friend there. So I told her, listen to Richard Grenell. Perhaps that will change your mind. I am not having you watch this because that's my sole goal, is to change your mind. I just want to introduce you to Richard Grenell. So I'm really excited to see him speak. I'm very sad that Scott Presler isn't going to be there. I believe that POTUS knows about him. It would have been nice if he had been invited. I think you could have put aside, anywhere between a minute and 5 minutes for him to just pump the crowd up and do what he's great at, which is basically what Brandon Struck does. Hashtag walk away. Walk away from the Democrats. Walk away from the communists. Walk away from the Marxists. We're politically homeless. Where do we go? Guess what? Straight red. You're going straight red. The left has gone crazy. They've moved so far left that I am alt-right, probably, or maybe conservative, when I was somewhat conservative with a lot of liberal thoughts and values prior to my red pilling. We also had a really good conversation about a topic that's really difficult for people to talk about. I really wish that this wasn't so controversial and personal, but obviously it is. We talked about abortion. We talked about limits. She's extremely pro-choice, and I understand why. However, her experiences are not everyone else's experiences. So what she saw and what she expects out of a fetus or an embryo or an unborn baby is different than what I feel. I feel like life begins at birth. Then I think we have to compromise. I can't just be somebody that's like, no, there's no compromise. We just outlaw abortions completely. No, we have to compromise. The reason why we're in the mess that we're in right now is because we're having so much trouble compromising. And we need to work on that, because that's where the solutions lie. They lie in compromise. So we kind of came up with an idea. She was like, 5 months, let's put the limit right there. I said 3 months. And then I was like, how about we meet in the middle and we say it's 4 months. No later than that. That's it. You got your abortion, you got your pro-choice, but once you've reached the 4-month period, that baby is no longer just part of your body. It is an entity. It is a life. And if you go beyond 4 months, you will be murdering it. You will be committing infanticide. Okay? That's basically murdering babies. That, I think, every single civilization, or at least most civilizations, admit and believe is wrong. We do not murder babies, period. That they're the most helpless, vulnerable. Murdering babies is disgusting. Children. I want you to know that I believe certain people are putting abortion clinics in disproportion to the population all over minority cities and areas and streets. Why do you think they're doing that? It's population control. That's what they're doing. This is why the black population hasn't risen above 14-15%. This is extremely wrong, and more people need to talk about this. Unacceptable. I know it's taboo, but it's wrong, and we need to talk about it. So many beautiful black babies are dying every day. I'm talking thousands. It breaks my heart. I would love to adopt one of them when I can. Obviously, I'm moving, but I would love it. And I know there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people that feel the same way as I do. So please, young girls, if you find yourself in this situation, adoption is an option. It's the way to go. Find them a beautiful home and somebody that can take care of them the way that you would when you grow up. So we'll put that aside for right now. Maybe we'll talk about it at another time. But that was really important to her. We talked about it. We found compromise. Now, if we could just get our politicians to do that. Because here in Vermont, we have Governor Phil Scott. He is a Republican. We went straight blue for everything except the governor. So I think that's an interesting balance of, it's like we did it symbolically so that all of Vermont wasn't completely blue. So Phil Scott, a Republican, is our governor. And he fought back for a couple of days on the abortion up until birth bill, saying no way, no way, this isn't going to happen. That's part of the reason why I voted for Phil Scott. Yeah, I think only a few days later he caved, signed the bill, and you can come to Vermont and abort your live baby if you have the right reason. So with my aunt, there was one thing that I thought was pretty cool that she was aware of, absolutely aware of. And this is interesting because somebody on Twitter who hated Trump was the same way with me. She started telling me about how dangerous the vaccine was going to be. They were going to put trackers in it, this and that. She started sending me articles, and I'm like, girl, I am with you on this. I know. And it was great because that was something that brought us both together. We both believe that what's being done is wrong and we're being lied to. And there's a bigger agenda out there than protecting people from C. beer virus. She knows. It was amazing that my aunt, we didn't see eye to eye on Trump, right? One of my aunts we do, and she's a huge enthusiastic Trump supporter now, and I couldn't be happier that she's right on board the Trump train. But my other aunt, she's still kind of orange man bad. You know, it's going to be really difficult to get her to vote Trump. Now, this is going to happen a lot, you guys. It's going to happen a lot. We're going to run across people that are going to be like, I would vote your way, but I can't get past the fact that I hate Trump. And you have to. This is what I told my aunt. You have to, for the good of America, spread this message. You have to vote red, straight down the ticket. The Democrats are crazy. I don't know if they can ever fix their party. Don't vote progressive either, because a lot of them are even crazier. So go straight red, straight Republican. I know it's going to be hard for my aunt. I told her when it comes to Trump, just hold your nose and do it. Just hold your nose, dive in, write down Trump. I promise you, that's the way to go. If you want to save and protect our way of life, America, to make it so that we don't have to wear masks forever until the government tells us that we can be normal people, to show our faces again. I question if the Democrats win, if this will ever happen. They're going to make us wear masks during flu season. They're going to make us wear masks for everything until people start dying from carbon dioxide poisoning. Then maybe they'll do something different. So remember that. This is your freedom we're talking about. Spread the word, okay? If I could get my liberal aunt to vote for Trump, you can do it too. You can do it to anyone. Good luck. God bless America. I'll see you next time. Bye. If you like content like this, please watch me, like me, share me, or subscribe to me. I'll see you out there in YouTube land.